tried to cover it up the scene of the outbreak so quickly to so that scientists wouldn't get there and find that there was no COVID-19, right? The common cold plus the present year of the first exposure, or when the outbreak was later, right? But the first exposure, they tracked it back to the first exposure, right? So we're still looking for evidence of this, like the exposure, but they quarantined it, but then they got rid of everything so quick. But then they also cured COVID. So they could, I mean, if you want to go back and speculate further that it's a bioweapon, you're free to speculate that it's a bioweapon, because they could their scientists could have told us, look, like, our fucking tyrannical methods will be able to withstand, and everyone else will die. So yeah, we gotta fuck them up, and we might still have to get a formal what's it called? What's it called? What's the document called? End of all conflicts, and a formal. Well, you know it's formal. I already know it's formal, but like it's notarized or some shit like that. It's like a surrender, basically. And we have these treaties and things like that. They have come around in the back end and bite us. So like now we have all of the mysteries of the Wizard of Oz, but we didn't put it all together. So like we have all the stuff left over from Oz, like the Golden Gate Bridge and the Golden State Highway and Emeryville, but they didn't connect them, you know what I mean? Like the Golden State Highway doesn't go through the Golden Gate Bridge and to go to the Emerald City. It just goes to the Bay Bridge. And people don't even know when they passed over that there was all this interest in doing these kind of like building on these mystery systems with our architecture and shit like that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you know, there's a principle in a divine feminine principle in architecture. Those are the mysteries, right? Those are the mysteries. So like if we have this mystery Hong Kong flu, mystery pneumonia, right? And then all of a sudden the doctors that are smart enough to study to see if a virus can transmit through a thin sheet of solid quartz, right? Because they treat it as a computer program, right? Even the double helix and the molecule, those are just models that are like a computer language, right? It's for, you know, for us to be able to treat it. You need candy stripers and different colors of tubing and things like that. And all these are just codexes, right? You see the lady next to Trump code blinking, you know what I mean? Like, well, people just think that she needs tetrahydrochloroquine, but whatever. It's like that shit is insidious, because it'll just let you speculate. You're like, you know how you're free to speculate again. Like you never get to lay it down. So, you know, and they kind of want you to like to submit your rage in a little bit too, in a way, because people that know how to cure COVID-19 know that we have to demand our own lockdown and shit. You have to demand hydro quasi-modostine, whatever, quine.